Greetings guys and girls and fellow gamers, my name is Games for Kicks and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. No, this is not an episode of a Let's Play. What I'm going to do in this short little episode, or in this short little clip, is to show you how I install SMX. Now, a lot of you have asked before in the past. I usually said no because I explain later. But a lot of you have been asking, especially now that we have a new mod by Cerulean that's called Swaygate, or Sway as I like to call it, which is going to get rid of the bob and weave that people, a lot of you don't like, and some people like it. So now you have the choice of not using it if you want. Anyway, I'm gonna go through this in this short video because a lot of you have asked. I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you do, remember to kick that like button in the balls to support the channel. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. So let's get started. Okay, first the disclaimer. The reason I don't usually do these type of videos is very simple. Once you show somebody how you do something, they try to follow along. If they have problems, it doesn't matter if they do it exactly right. Sometimes computers are the way they are. You didn't have access to a file. It didn't give you a prompt. It didn't overwrite a file, so it didn't apply the mod. So you start the game, everything crashes because only half the mod was applied. The point is, I'm showing you how I do it. But if you have problems, go to the websites, go to the modders, talk to them about it. And they're the ones creating the mods. And then they hopefully can help you out. Because that's why I usually don't do these videos. Because if, say, for example, hypothetically, 100 people would have problems, there's no way I have the time to answer 100 people. So I won't be doing that. Yeah. So if I see somebody having problems in something straightforward, sure, but I rather you go to the people that do the mods. Okay. So anyway, it's all in good. It's all meant in good nature, okay? I love you guys, okay? Because you're always around and you always support me. So don't take this the wrong way. Anyway, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. Now, with every mod that I use, or with every version of 7 Days to Die that I do, the one thing that I found, personally, again, it might differ depending what mods you use, is that these three folders are the key folders. These two folders are installed by 7 Days to Die. This folder usually is only installed when you have a mod, yeah? So, again, I don't know exactly what all these extra folders are for, but there's some certain things in that the mods need, yeah? And not all mods have them, only some, yeah? So what I like to do is, because in the data folder, you have the config files, the XML files that get overwritten by the mods. And in the data folder, there's some DLLs and resource files in there as well. So that will be overwritten by things like this, the backpack mod. And once you mess around with files in here, you also have to turn off EAC or use the shortcut here that doesn't use, I think one of the shortcuts here doesn't use the EAC, yeah? So you have to use the one that doesn't use the EAC, because once you mess around with those files, that's it. Because it could see you as a hacker because you actually changed DLLs out, yeah? That's the way I understand it. Now, what we're gonna do first is what I always do. I delete those three folders, or the two folders if we don't have the mod folder. Then I open Steam, and I go into my 7 Days to Die folder, I go to Properties, there we go, and then I go to Local Files, Verify Integrity, and then it does that whole access control thing, okay? There you go. And then it verifies the file and says, hey, there's files missing because I deleted the folders. But that is your only guaranteed way for you to get an absolute fresh, vanilla intended version of those folders. So you don't have to delete the whole folder, yeah? Because most of the time mods don't really mess with these files. Like, they only mess with the files in there. So this is downloading now, and then we have the fresh version of those folders before we salt it with our mods. Now, the default mod will give you this. What I then do is I, on top of it, download SMX2, which gives you that look, because I like that. I've played with that for years, and that's pretty much what ValMod looks like nearly as well. You can have the ValMod look as well, if you want, or unit frames only. So there's different versions you can have of that mod, or SEER mod, yeah, which is that, yeah. Now, what we're going to be using is SMX and SMX2, because I like the little mannequin. So let's do that. Let's go over to Files. Now, Nexus has a download manager. People who know Nexus know what I'm talking about. People who don't, have a look, figure it out. There is a way to download a manager for it from their website to do that for you, or you can just download manually. I download manually what I want because I'm used to it. Anyway, now what we're looking for is the latest version of the SMX file. This is the SMX, the basic enhanced UI for 7 Days to Die, Alpha 16.3 build 12. Now this is 16.3b 12R1. This is the latest one, yeah? Now, what I like to do on top then is SMXA 16.3b 12R1. That is basically the part that gives you the extra UI design on top with the man and the bike. Another mod I like to use is the big bag mod, which is a 72 slot backpack. Yeah. Now there's two versions here on this list, and one is the big bag mod, and one is the Big Bag mod with Sway, or Swaygate, as Cyrillian dubbed it, which is basically a mod that fixes the swaying issue. Now, the reason it is in the backpack mod, and not by itself, is because, as far as I understand it, the backpack mod and Sway update the same resource files, or if you look over here, they mess around with the same DLLs, as far as I know. So if you copy one in and then the update, the next one, it overwrites the previous one. So you better get it bundled, yeah, where both changes exist in the same file. I think that's pretty much what it is. I could be wrong, but I think that's why it is. Anyway, on very non-technical terms. So what we're going to do is we download SMX, we download SMX2, and we download Big Bag mod, the Big Bag mod with Sway, which I haven't tested yet, so I'm going to be excited to test that with you guys. And then we're going to see each other in a second. Having downloaded all 3 files, you simply unzip them. All I did was right-click and say extract here. So use your favorite tool to extract your RAR files, WinRAR, whichever, pzip, whichever you want, yeah? And that generates these folders here, and the content is what we're interested in. So the way you have to install it, first you have to install all the UI mods, and you have to install them in the order of base SMX, and then the additional change. So if you download a Val mod, do SMXA first, and then do the SMX Val mod, and so on, or Sir mod, whatever you want after that. The backpack mods, or any other mods which physically change functionality that cause you to not being able to play in EAC mode, they have to be installed last. Now that's how I understand it, and I always done it in that order, and everything works fine every time. Now, some people did the other order around, they might get problems, okay? So that's how I do it. It doesn't mean it works for you 100%. So, again, just for me, it works like that. So SMX is the base mod, so I'm going to take that. I'm going to go into my installation folder, and I'm going to click copy paste. And then I'm going to say yes. Replace everything. Now we're going to go in the next UI mod, and we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to go into the SMX2 folder, we're going to copy everything, and we're going to paste it in here. Now it will only copy over the files that it needs to change, meaning the other files that were part of the base SMX mod are still there. They haven't been overwritten. Now the last thing we do is go into the bigger backpack mod, and there you can see the difference now. It has changes in this folder. Particularly, it has the assembly c#.dll file altered, yeah? So that is what I mean, because that file gets altered for the bigger backpack and for Sway, as far as I understand. You can't just copy the big backpack in and then the DLL for Sway, because it will overwrite the backpack. So that's why it comes combined as bigger backpack with Sway, as I call it. So again, we do the same. Just take, copy, and paste, and replace. And that's it. That's all I do. And that's all there's to it. Now, when we start 7 Days to Die, I intentionally started with the EAC enabled. You will see a black screen. There's nothing on it. And it will stay in the black screen now, because you've opened the safe version, the EAC version, even though you basically changed one of the core DLL files that the game uses. And the game doesn't like that. It's like, nope, not letting you in. You hacker. That's basically what it's saying, yeah? And there we go, the non-EAC versions. Now I'm gonna go into my game, I'm gonna load it up, and we're gonna see if the backpack is there, and if Sway is working. And here we are, the game loaded, and everything looks fine. Let's open the backpack. I didn't lose my items. And let's see what happens to the weapons. Let's take a club in our hand. I don't see anything moving. Let's take a composite bow, which was the biggest pain in the balls. Actually, you know what? Just let me try it, because this is purely for science. There we go. The composite bow was the biggest pain in the balls, or the compound bow, sorry. So let's do that. Let's put that here. There we go. And that was jittering all over the place. It is not anymore, guys. There you go. You have your basic, your sway is gone. It works. You see how subtle the sway is? Yeah, that's what it used to be. But now it's completely all over the shop. Yeah, so there we go. Now I'm just gonna put that back because we obviously don't want to spawn anything in. There we go. That's not how I roll. And let's close this. There we go. All right. So, it worked. Everything has been applied correctly. Everything seems to be working, but hey, there could be bugs, and if there's bugs and something happens, then we're just gonna uninstall the mods and, verify the files and everything is basic normal. And that's it! Painless! Beautiful! Straightforward! Well, To some, not to others. But I hope you got some use out of it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to kick that like button in the balls, and I hope I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, as always, Viel Spaß and happy gaming. Look at me, no bob and weave, no bob and weave. Now I can go like a ninja. I can do my own bob and weave. Like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. That's immersion. Yeah, baby. No, it's so much better. I'm really enjoying this much more.